not disturb is turned on. There we go. There, the do not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. Give me a second. I'm not quite ready. I am going to put my hair up just for a few minutes, but I need your opinion. On headwear. Where is my little hat? Hang on, I'll be right back. Howie, it is hot in here. But it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay. Okay. Yeah, the hat wins it every time, doesn't it? Let me turn the chat off here and put it on live chat here. Pop out my chat. Oh yeah, make this F11. F11 that. Restore chat. Whoops. Live chat. I'm going to sneeze. So, yeah, look at this blouse, guys. See all the pretties, the sparklies on that? Yeah, bling. Oh, yeah. Speaking of bling, tonight I take out all the stops. I'll put all my wedding rings and my family ring. No, I'm not going to put that on. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's got, it has a nick in the band that irritates my fingers. So put on amethyst ring Nan gave me, and that'll be, I'll put that on this hand. There. I'm doing the do things, guys. And now, our tea today is rich chamomile. Note the cup I'm using today. Why? Because we have the first sign that things are on the move. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's now a single digit. Yeah, you saw that. Okay, here, give me a second here. We got to finish getting ready for Howie's employee dinner. Now, Nan, oh yeah, that's going to be fun. Nan gave me this brooch last year. So we're going to wear it over our heart right there. A little bit more bling. I know it's, you know, it may seem excessive, but I don't go out often. Ah, don't stick yourself, Bev. It has to go straight up and down and not pinch my blouse. There. Right over my heart. Oh, it's a little too low. Hang on. A little bit higher, right up here. Brooch is one jewelry I don't mind wearing occasionally because it adds a little touch of bling. There. Oh, yeah. Okay. And the hat. Now we're going to dab on a little of my, just one dab of Chanel No. 5. There we go. One dab. If I had my spray bottle of it, I would spray it in the air and walk through it. It's nothing more annoying than it's too strong of a perfume on someone. Okay, now I've got to find one more thing. One more thing. And then we'll start with our tea break. Uh-oh. Where are you? Oh, what is this? Precise Maybelline liquid eyeliner. I don't have any eyelashes, so I ain't putting eyeliner on. I'm looking. I thought I kept my eyebrow brush. Oh, wait. I think I have one in here somewhere. Tells you how important makeup is to me, folks. I had fun for a little while, and then I gave it all away. Was that my lipstick? Was that lipstick that fell? Well, I guess yeah, see, I don't wear makeup, folks. I am going to cut off the end of my chapstick, because if I don't cut the end off my chapstick, I don't use it very often, but when the next time I use it, for some reason, it'll irritate my mouth. So that's it. A little bit of chapstick. And these are the glasses that I wear when I go out. Gonna have to get Briar to take a updated picture for us. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. This has to go this way. I have to trim my bangs. And boom. Fluff. And we're ready. God, you know, there's one thing. My grandbaby is due in 13 days. But something, a little something, something, and all the women who've had babies know what I'm talking about. Came loose. Thank you. I don't need any makeup. Unless I could find, if I can find my eyebrow pencil. I know I kept an eyebrow pencil. I want all these pins and shit stuff on my desk. So my grandbaby is due 2 weeks yesterday. 2 weeks ago yesterday. Those are for the people who think I don't have wedding rings. I do have wedding rings. But I am allergic. It started when I was working at the bakery. And I started to get ring eczema. So I don't wear them often because it only takes about 48 hours before my finger starts to itch. Now... Oh, awesome. The 17th then, Maria Lee. Okay, let's say hi to Angie Mack, Autumn, Gypsy, hi, Natalie, Celeste Autocare, Daydream Believer, and Emerald Isle, Becky, Jean Phillips, Laura Higgins, Life with the Wolfies, c'est moi, Linda Bopp, Maria Lee. I don't want to get anything on here. Missouri Bell, Sandy Candy, Sherry Leach, Simply Jessica, Teresa Pomerlo, Chaos, Vicky Hinant, and Willow's Garden. How's everybody doing today? So, I got to turn the light up here so I can see if I missed got to turn the brightness up because I want to see if I missed any whiskers while I was shaving. From Zone 10A. Where is Zone 10A? Is that like in the Arctic Circle or something? Let's pop this chat back out so I can see it better. My kid was 2 weeks late. He was using my cervix as a hammock. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if I have any tinted. I used to. It's probably in my purse. So we got the jumbo lights up today. We went to Angie's yesterday, and there was a windstorm. There was a wind and rainstorm, and when we got home, a dead spruce tree had smashed in my pool. Well, I don't mind makeup, but I like just a brown eyeliner pencil because then I can give myself a little bit of eyeliner at the corners and then fill in my eyebrows because they're white here. So it looks like my eyebrows start here and they don't. She is a very nice lady. I love my Angie. Yeah, me too, Lori M. Andrew, hi. Did you get your card yet? I pray that it will be easy delivery for both mommy and baby will be healthy and happy. And that's all we can ask for. Best Christmas present in the world, if you think about it. I put some more things going on up here. My little snowman's feeling left out. Hang on. Get back over here, buddy. There we go. Get in with the crowd there. Got my Santa Claus and somebody sent me this snowman a couple of years ago. It's a roll of toilet paper. I think that's the smartest gift you can give anybody is a little thing. And then they got an emergency toilet paper. My dad came down and went to dinner, came home, and my eyes were swollen, itchy, watering, and red. Yeah. They're hot. Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to be a blonde. And then once I started plucking my eyebrows and I plucked too far back instead of in, and they never grew back. So, but yeah, things are shaking and moving in the baby department. Well, I mean, the pump is fine, and the pump is fine, and the filter is fine, but it wrecks the sidewall and the top and the liner, of course. So I'm phoning the insurance company tomorrow, and I'm going to say, look, I don't need a filter, I don't need this, but I do need somebody to erect me a new pool and liner. Because it's too much work for Howie to do yet another pool. But I've got to do it soon because booking people to put up pools, they start in January. Hey, Mama Cat, Laura Higgins. Hey, Paula. Roxanne, hi, how are you? Now, getting on to this sweater. It's a very plain sweater. It's a very plain sweater. Oh, got quad boobs going on. There we go. And it's got bling up the side. It's all, I don't know how long this shirt's going to last through my washing machine. But now you want to hear? Here's your frugal tip. I bought these in the summer for $5 each. I got one of these in black and one in red. And I thought I'll probably never wear them because I'm not a sweater person. And then blingo blango, we're going to a Christmas party, the work Christmas party. This ring almost is too big for my baby finger. The amethyst is my boy's birthstone. Hi, Alice, Potato Head, Freaky Geek. How's it going? So I got this one and a red one for $5. So I'm pretty sure one of my live streams closer to Christmas, I'll be wearing the red one. And I do have black leggings with Christmas pictures all over them, but I'll save them for a live stream rather than going out to the company Christmas dinner, right? Absolutely. I never buy new clothes unless I absolutely have to. Thank you, Aaron. How smart is that? Buying sweaters in the summer. Yeah. Well, it was on the clearance rack. They were $5. So matter of fact, if they had been in smaller sizes other than 1X, 2X, 3X, I would have bought one for Mom for Christmas. But I should actually go. I just fuss with my hair a little bit to make it, as it's drying. There we go. Happiness is automatic. There's music in the air. Grab the boxes from I used to have quite a lot of body in my hair, but now it's old and thin and, well, it'll do. It'll do. Well, we got snow today. It's snowing right now. So I think the winter is finally starting. Well, winter actually doesn't start until the 21st of December, right? End of season, absolutely. Like soon, I'll be going in and looking through all the summer stuff. But you know what I did do? I treated myself to 5 new t-shirts with Christmas stuff on them. So I have those, and I have 2 from last year. So I have 2 green and 2 red, a black, a blue, and a gray. So I have 7 t-shirts. I have Christmas t-shirts for the entire season. I received another one, but it's in Howie's car and he hasn't brought it in yet. Oh, I gotta tell you. Okay, Howie's not impressed with me, but Angie brought out a great big craft bin. Like me, okay, people give her stuff. So she brought me this big craft bin. She said, "Is there anything you want in this? I don't think anybody wants any of this stuff." And I went, and it's not pipe cleaners and stuff. It's stuff you get at like Michael's and stuff. So guess what? I went, "Ooh, yeah, I'll take it all, won't I?" I'd be in deep doo-doo should I need to dress up. One pair of jeans, lots of shorts. I wear, you know me, guys, even in the winter time, I wear tank tops. But they don't make Christmas tank tops. Closest thing I have to a Christmas tank top is a red one that says, I heart Canada. You know what I mean? It's like, they don't make them that big. Or I do have one red tank top, but it's been out hanging in it's a really delicate snow is falling. The Christmas lights are all up. It just started to, it's been raining and all kinds of stuff, and it's been mild. But today I said, okay, let's go get those jumbo lights up, meaning you go put those jumbo lights up. I organize them. I plug them all in the right order. And I said, I had my nightshirt on. I'm just going to throw on a pair of shorts and my sweater. And he goes, seriously? And I said, yeah, why? And he goes, Bev, it's cold. It's dropped. Look outside. It's starting to snow. And I went, oh. So I put on a pair of pants and a shirt. And then I put on my sweatshirt coat, my purple one. And I went outside and I was filming the pool and showing the Christmas. Yes, we have a Christmas tree. You're going to hear all about this tomorrow on our half-acre homestead. Hey, Deborah Geyser. Annie 518. Well, thank you. We're going out to the Rideau Carleton Raceway for Howie's employee Christmas banquet thing. Hey, Robin's Nest. So, well, see, I have black leggings and I got this, and you know what I was going to wear was the blouse I wore to Mikey's wedding 2 years ago in January. I wore it to the racing breakfast this spring. I don't wear things that often, but I have them. Only, interchangeable dressy sweaters and blouses with black leggings and my new shoes. Oh, I can't lift my leg that high. There's my new shoes. The ones that I had to buy at Walmart and then get them, go wait a half an hour at the checkout for them to go and make sure they had a price tag, because they didn't have a price tag and it was the only pair there. And then when I got them to the hotel and went to wear it, put them on for the shower, they didn't fit. No, I wasn't calling you, dear. But you need to bring the stuff in from the truck before you have your shower. And then I had to, when I went to put them on at the hotel, they were 2 different size shoes. So then I had to go, and this was in Peterborough now, and I bought them in Hull. And then I had to go to a Walmart and exchange them. So $19 shoes that fit me, my size, and can be worn dress as well as whatever, I will go the extra mile for. Hey, Robin Rose. Maria Lee, it's 6 p.m. here in the UK. We are big fans and love your crab apple jelly. There's no such thing as fans here, hun. We're YouTube family. For as long as you stay with us, you're YouTube family, right? Speaking of which, today was supposed to be the day we decorated the tree. And I'm going to have to move this somehow. I might cut it down to fit under there better. It'll be a video. Because everyone keeps asking me what this big silver box is. It's my boom box. I put my wireless speaker in there. This is our tea advent calendar. And for those folks just joining us, today's tea is... Where did it go now? I'm losing everything. It's rich chamomile is what it is. It's rich chamomile. I'm glad to hear it, Maria Lee. Hey, Leah Schism, long time no see. Yeah, typical Walmart, Jean? So anyway, got up, so went out and took a picture of the pool and a picture of the tree, and I went, holy crap, it's cold. I came back in and got Howie's hunting vest over my sweater. And then I plugged all the lights, the jumbo lights in, and Howie put them, he wanted to just go straight across. I said, no, you got to go up to the peak and down, or they're just going to look stupid. So, me too, Paula. Me too. Well, Merry Christmas to you too. So, entire roadway across the lake to hospital was blocked for a Christmas parade activity. Thankfully, no emergencies. Well, apparently ours was last night, but we were here, but our power was out. We should have went, actually, but I didn't know when it was, and I couldn't check, right? So we got the jumbo lights up, and you're going to see the tree that fell in my pool, the tree. I actually tried really hard to get tree people in here all summer. Well, I need trees taken down. I need them cut up into log lengths, and we'll do and the brush chipped, and we'll do the rest, And I had one person, the people that took trees down for us last time, I called them. They said they would come out, but I never saw them. So hence, I now have a tree, that came down in a windstorm on my pool. It could have been the one across my driveway on my house. So, Merry Christmas, Sophie Lee, how are you? It's my grandma cup. Things are moving. Plugs have been pulled. By God. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, yeah, I've got the pool down in my tree, and we stopped at the Parkdale Market. You do not want to know what I paid for the Christmas tree because, yes, I paid for the Christmas tree. Why did I pay for the Christmas tree? Because Howie made a stink. Not a stink. He just wasn't fussy on my home-raised, put-in-the-window Christmas tree. He said, if you're going to put it in the window well, or in the bay window, it might as well be a potted plant with lights on it. He said, a Christmas tree. I said, yeah, but then we don't have to move furniture or anything. He said, you're supposed to move furniture and stuff to pick the best spot for the tree or to put the tree in its proper place. And I thought, oh. I said, well, I remind you of our conversation last year when I put the tree up, when you cut the tree down for me and I put it up in the window. If you want a bigger tree, you must commit to decorating it with me on video. On video. And he goes, So we were looking, we stopped because it was still light out. We left Angie's about 2:30. And it was still light out enough that we stopped at the Parkdale Market, and they were just firing trees into people's trucks. It was like bang, 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 right? And I said to Howie, okay, pick a tree. And he looked at the big ones, and then he started pricing them. And I said, no. And then he started looking at smaller ones. I said, no, if you want a big tree, you pick what you want, and I will pay for it. Merry Christmas, right? Out of my money, right? Precious little money I have, but 4 jars. I got paid for my 4 jars, and the Black Friday sale was quite. Thank you all very much. The Black Friday sale gave me Christmas shopping money, and that tree was one of Howie's presents. So he's like, So we pick a $90 tree, $95 tree. And the guy pulls it out, and he's pulling out tree after tree because Howie's looking at little ones. And I said, if it's a little one, it goes in the window. And he goes, no, it's not going in the window. I said, okay. And so he pulled out a $95 tree, and the guy said, I can give you this one for $85 because it was narrower at the bottom. And I don't mind it being narrower at the bottom because then it doesn't get in the way of my chair raising thing, like my foot lift on my power lift chair, and it doesn't get in the way of the TV. So he said, I can give you this one for $85. I said, sold. And he said, you want it in the truck? Yep, put it in the truck. and Howie gave me the money because I left my wallet at home, of all things. Howie gave me the money, and I wired it back to him. And so Howie pulled out $100 in 20s, and he says, I don't have any change. You can have it for 80. God bless him, eh? I should have tipped him. But all we had were 20s, and it's pushing it. But I know these guys, a lot of these people work all year for this, right? Because I'm specific. If I'm going to have a real tree and I'm going to have to, reach up and get my arms in it and stuff, it cannot be a spruce. It has to be a balsam. So we got an 8-foot balsam. Now we're going to lose maybe 7.5 feet because it's this much taller than Howie. But we're going to have to cut this much off the trunk before. And it's going to come in probably Tuesday night and be put up in the stand. Tomorrow I'm getting the living room organized. I've got to, winterize my plants. They're not moving, but they need, dead leaves taken off and all taken out in the window, well cleaned, and the poinsettia put on the middle of the dining room table, all that stuff. And then the tree will come in on Tuesday, and it'll be trimmed on the bottom, put in the water, and allowed to fall because it's really fresh. And when I got out of the truck at the Parkdale Market, that's all you could smell. It was so wonderful. 7 feet or inches to cut off. Well, we'll cut off about 7 inches, right? And then the tree will be like 7 feet. It'll be maybe a little bit taller than the one in the dining room, but it's real. And so, yes, there's going to be more ornament videos because I'm going to make some for this tree as well. What are the fun parts of the party for tonight? What are you getting to eat? It's Italian. It's all I know. It's an Italian bistro at the Rideau Carleton Raceway where we're having dinner. And we're going early so that I can, blow my $100 at the slots. Because I don't go to the live slots very often because I usually go with Mom. And I never go alone because that's dangerous, right? So I've only gone to the slots like once or twice in the last 3 years. So the Rideau Carleton Raceway, I'm going to play some slots before supper. Then we're going to have supper and then we're going to come home. Hello. Hey, Freaky Geek. I hope so. But I mean, you don't go to slots and casinos expecting to win. You go expecting to have fun. And if you go with the fun, if it stops being fun, you stop doing it. Right? So I'm one of those people who goes to the casino and I pick my machines. And if it works for me, I pick a machine. They usually talk to me and I go sit down. And if it's working, great. If it's not, I give it like 10 spins. If it's not working, I go somewhere else, right? Fun is what it's all about. So I'm going to get Briar to take a picture of Howie and I in front of the dining room tree so that we have an updated Bev and Howie picture. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hello to all showing up. Yes. Win big. That sounds so fun. We just got home from Deadwood, South Dakota, where we had fun, but donated. Well, yeah, that's what it's all about. I have better luck when I play online. I don't know why. I have a fake tree. I've only had it up once for about 3 weeks, and that was almost 10 years ago. It's still in the box. Well, I'm going to move this. I'm actually going to cut out a portion of this top so that I can move some things around. Like our security camera stuff has to be moved. But I'm going to, tip this box up so that you will have a view of the tree. You'll have a view of the tree when I decorate it, probably Tuesday night. So tomorrow I'm cleaning the office. Well, I'm organizing the office. Don't look at that side. And to the person who said that my house looks like I am a hoarder, this is my office and craft space. I did have a studio. It was downstairs and I can't use the stairs anymore. Not very often. It has to be a real important issue for me to go downstairs. All right. This is a lot of stuff here. So I've got to organize the table over there because after the holidays, we're going to start on Aunt Audrey's cookbook, her recipe box and cookbook. So Life with the Wolfies, you guys are going to get me picking all the recipes. Again, we're going to do some videos, and then we're going to do the baking of those. We're going to test them before they go into a cookbook, and that's going to be on Life with the Wolfies. Plus, I'm going to be doing more. You've all heard this stuff. Let's just shut up there, okay? We all have a junk room. This is the problem. This is my office, my studio, and my craft area. It's not big enough, but there's no way to make this room any bigger. Oh, well, good for you, Maria Lee. Canning's the thing, man. We have a tree farm that we have gone to my whole life, and this was their last year, $20. Merry Christmas. Wow. Oh, well, thank you, Robin's Nest. I mean, you know what? It still has to come back to, we're not allowed to judge other people. You can only judge it and how it would be to you. Like, this might drive somebody else absolutely bat crap crazy. But the truth is, it's my space. And if this behind me drives you nuts, then you don't necessarily want to be here, right? Yeah, we paid $80. We paid $80. I paid $80 for this tree. Actually, I paid $100 because I tipped Howie. I thought we were paying $100 for the tree, right? That's why, because I had the $100 in my hand. And I gave him 80 and I gave Howie the 20 back. I think. I'll have to check my wallet. But I e-transferred him 100, so that's fine. So one night this week, this tree goes up. The fresh tree is going up Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and we'll be decorating it sometime next week, but it won't be live. It will be a video. Unless I go live while we decorate and make a video after, set the video camera up at a different angle, and then do a holiday prep for Christmas. I don't know. My mom is a hoarder, though only in her room, because I'll throw everything out that's not in her room. Bev's room is not that bad. This is just an office. I declutter every couple of years. This year in the spring, if you remember, got rid of a china cabinet and a whole bunch of stuff, books and DVDs and plates and china cabinets and contents and all of that stuff, right? And guess what? I had room for a tree. A hoarder would not be able to do that. That's all I can say. Everyone is addicted to something. I don't care what it is. It's true, of course. That's why everybody can use the benefits of a 12-step program. Like you don't hear me talk about AA a lot. But I don't go to meetings a lot anymore. But the truth is, I spent 10 years in rigorous Alcoholics Anonymous service work program, big book studies, 28 weeks, solid big book work, all of that stuff, so that I have the tools in my life to replace the things in me that are broken, that don't work the way they're supposed to normally work. And here's the big problem. I'm going to risk having a puff. Here's the problem. Is somewhere along the line, I don't know, back in the days of King David or whatever, back in the days when the caveman brought in fire and food and found a cave and everybody said, let's elect him to leader. That's when all the rules started. And the truth is, what were we talking about? Okay, addiction. Okay. And the truth is, all along from that moment forward, mankind has been electing other people to oversee our lives. And that's where the problems started. Then they started making rules about what was right and wrong. We know what is right and wrong. We don't have to be told. You don't kill something unless you're going to eat it. And when you do, you thank it for its sacrifice. You don't kill, right? You don't lie. You don't cheat. You don't steal. You treat people with dignity and respect. And you judge not, because nobody has the right to judge anybody else except themselves. And if more people would judge themselves and stop judging other people, we'd have a lot less bullshit in the world. But there is so many things that have gone on from when man first began to walk upright and cook meat over a fire in a cave. The more crowded things got, the more rules they made to make things more comfortable for everybody. But there's a problem. There is no one size fits all anything in the world, especially religion. Okay? There is no one size fits all. Everybody is individual. Everybody is different. And therefore, even if you're an identical twin, you could sit and listen to a sermon in a church and you might agree on 90% of it, but you're going to find something different to talk about because your perspectives, even if they're identical and they're thinking and speaking and everything at the same time, they're sitting next to each other. Just the fact that one is sitting 16 inches to the left or right means the perspective has changed, right? So you be you. You know, we all are imperfect. If you want to call it everybody has an addiction to something, sure, go right ahead. But let's stop labeling stuff. Let's stop labeling people. Let's stop trying to fix ourselves with outside people, places, and things, and start making ourselves happy by being grounded, centered, and content, and not allowing anybody else's shit to stop you on the path from getting right with yourself and right with your maker. It's real simple, right? Don't judge, don't kill, don't steal, don't covet, don't envy, don't rage, love. And judge not unless it's yourself that you're judging, right? Now, if someone else looks at this room, go, oh, I couldn't live with that. Well, no, you couldn't, but it's not your room, is it? And you don't have to live with this. But to tell me you couldn't live in my surroundings, well, now that's just being petty, isn't it? I'm going to be 59 years old, and I'll be 59 until I'm 69. But I'm going to be 59 years old next month. And let me tell you something. These past few years, like I've been on this journey my whole life, and there's a reason why wisdom comes with age. Okay? Because we got to make all the mistakes first. We make all the mistakes through going through life, figuring out what works for us and what doesn't. And if you get to a point where you go, oh, what that person thinks I should be doing with my life really doesn't count, does it? What that person thinks they can live with in my house is really none of my business. Why? Because it's my house, not theirs. Right? If people think I treat my husband or my family or anything else, it's nobody's business. I don't make it your business by sharing. I'm just sharing. I'm not inviting people to criticize. You know what I mean? Oh, he'll be wearing black jeans and a striped black shirt. Howard! He's asleep on the couch. It's 1:30, darling. We're leaving in an hour and a half. Okay, so I need the bins and the jars Angie gave me out of the back of the truck. Because I'm going to do a video on them for Life with the Wolfies. So I had people coming out and cleaning my house. I would like to have somebody come out and clean my house, but A, it's $25 an hour. And B, Nancy used to do it, but I trust Nancy. I know Nancy comes into my house, and whether she judges or not, she's not going to judge me, right? Whether she can live with it or not, she's not going to judge me. But Nancy doesn't do that anymore. Nancy's a busy girl. She's doing mostly gardening and stuff like that in the summer, and she works now at the CLSC. I got her, she's cleaning, or she's got a contract cleaning, but she doesn't do necessarily anymore. So I'll do it, but not until the pups are gone. Well, I'll pay you. You know I will, Angie. You know I will. I've cleared my dining room table off so many times. Well, it's just covered. It is just covered in craft stuff. So tomorrow is going to be a really busy day. I'm cleaning and I'm crafting. Okay. So if you don't get a video for, well, I might show you what yeah, I'll find videos for stuff. AF, me too. Who's AF? I never drank hot tea until finding you. It has helped my health so much. Well, tea is awesome. Coffee's killer. Howie was getting a headache about an hour ago, and I said, "Did you take your pills?" Now remember, his fourth or fifth and final Keurig died, and I told him, "You make a pot of coffee on the weekends, but I will make your morning coffee during the week on your way to work, because I make his breakfast, his lunch. Now I make his coffee with a French press." We're moving in with my daughter on the 11th, so it's a mess here. Well, why would you even decorate if you're moving in with her on the 11th of January? I'd say move in before Christmas. But seriously, I wouldn't be decorating if you were moving. Absolutely not. Tea with cranberry juice. Well, the thing is he had a headache. And I said, "Did you take your meds?" He said, "Yeah, but I haven't had a coffee yet." And then I remembered, the coffee maker that's been sitting on the counter that he uses on weekends, it died as well. God is trying to tell you something, right? So, speaking of tea, I'm going to be making another cup of tea shortly, but it'll be a medicated cup of tea because I'm going to smoke. But anyway, so I made him a cup of coffee. But I guess I said, "You're getting a coffee maker for Christmas. You're not getting another Keurig." I'm going to find a way to use those Keurig cups. We got a box of like 50 of them. So I'm going to actually sit down. I'll do a video. I'm going to sit down, cut the tops off, and dump the coffee into the can and take the little bags out. And then I'm going to make decorations out of them for the tree. You watch. If you're seeing this, thank you for my pretty brooch. She just went right in my colors. I don't like anything too clashy, but I mean, it's the holidays, right? So yeah, I'm not going to waste not, want not. So he's probably going to get a Black & Decker because of our water. You go through a coffee maker every couple of years. Even if you run vinegar through them and everything, they just start to break down with the calcium and stuff in the water. So we're opening this year's jar. So that's what I'm going to do with the Keurigs. And so there's another craft video. And I'm going to try and get all my ornaments done. For one night this week, we're going to decorate the tree. I'm not committing to a day until I get there, until the day before, until I know I'm ready. Because I've got to clean up. I've got to get the living room organized for the Christmas tree. I've got to finish my crafts and then clear the dining room and put the tablecloth on and all, and the poinsettia in the middle. And I have some ideas for decorating the wall that the Christmas cards are going to go on. It's all coming together. Right? Just because I put up one tree, it doesn't mean all the preparations are. I have a coffee percolator. I have a Corelle Corningware percolator. Owie! Where's my Corel coffee maker? Because I can make you a pot. Oh, now I'm going to get you an electric one. I got a coffee percolator, dear. Well, you can make coffee in that in the morning. Just don't turn it on too high. They've been known to explode in the past. It tastes like dirty water to me. Unsweetened iced tea for me, please. Well, everybody's different, right? Everybody's different. Filter your water and then put in your tea kettle. You know what else I can do for my kettle, which is falling apart? I need a new one. You put some oyster shell in the bottom and boil it. It'll descale the whole thing. Thank you. Getting the house ready for Christmas. Hey, kitty cat. Well, see, that's the thing, right? I've got shortbread, snowballs, ginger molasses cookies, and probably peanut butter cookies to make. I've got pecan bread. Briar ate 2 of those mini loaves of pecan bread, eh? The other 2, one's for Howie's lunches and one's to go in the work trays for work, unless I make more. But I'm out of pecans, except for the pecan snowballs. So I've got to make more shortbread, snowballs, ginger molasses cookies, and peanut butter cookies. And I have a fruitcake for slicing and a pecan pumpkin bread for slicing, and that's going to be for Howie's tray for work. You still got the Rocky Road Fudge video coming on our half acre homestead. So there's a lot of stuff. Every day is going to be, this is my make hay while the sun shines. And already the income is starting to drop because people have blown most of their ad revenues. So January is my off season when I'm recording video, recording books and stuff like that. And going to be working on the cookbook. No, I'm not making mince pies. Nobody likes them here except Nan, and Nan's not here. So I wish there were diabetic friendly stuff. Anything with less sugar. Don't use artificial sweeteners. My personal opinion is they're not good for you. So yeah, you'll see me baking the ginger molasses cookies and the peanut butter cookies. Then you will see, hey, Pa. You hear the crow, the raven? It always hangs around. I got a couple of them, but there's one main one. I call him Pa, because Howard's father used to say to his brother when they were driving down the highway and they'd see a couple of crows. There we are, Frank, 2 old crows. Right? So when I see a murder of crows, I call them the Foley family. I tried fake sugar a few times. It did something to my gut. Not safe, I think. It's not. I mean, when Howie first became a diabetic, we started using all the artificial sweeteners, but then he'd have something sweet with sugar in it, and his body would just go haywire. Have I ever made fruitcake cookies? No. Because nobody here would eat them. I make fruitcakes. So, and you're going to get video of Angie opening her Goody Good box, her Christmas Goody Gift box. Make apple syrup. It's better than sugar, and you don't add sugar, right? I've heard of that, apple syrup. And maple syrup, it's all natural. It still has a glycemic index, but it is better for you. And apples themselves, if you eat apples or dehydrated apples, they don't produce sugar in your system because of they're a soluble fiber. They go right through you without leaving any sugar or stuff. That's why if you're a diabetic or hypoglycemic and your blood sugar drops low, don't eat an apple. It's not going to do any good. Eat an orange. I've heard of apple syrup. Do you look under Cat's Cradle? Look under Cat's Cradle with K's. Cat's Cradle. I don't think she does videos anymore, but I'm pretty sure. And there's honey as well. Now, remember, if you bake with honey, you have to lower the temperature you bake with, or they will burn because it has a lower smoke point, I think it's called. It cooks faster. It takes a higher temperature for sugar to do its chemical thing, but honey, it's a lower temperature. Hey, Hope Britton, long time no see. How are you, darling? It's been a while, right? Oh, right, one of the Homestead Honeys, right? Yes, yes. Another person to ask might be, well, I don't know if Noreen does that kind of stuff anymore, but Noreen and Noreen's Kitchen, another old Homestead, well, not old, but another Homestead Honey. So, sorry guys, I'm digging through my jar here for a little bit of last year's stuff that I threw in on top. That was a long time ago. Do you know how long ago the Homestead Honeys were? 10 years ago. The Homestead, they first asked me to be a Homestead Honey on the Prepper Radio, Internet Prepper Radio show or whatever it was called in 2012 when we got home in September from Egypt. So I actually became an official Homestead Honey then, but we didn't start really doing the show until probably October, November of 2012. Angie Mac, don't advertise, the system could be watching. Advertise what? I don't know what we're talking about, but I don't see any advertising. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Nice to see you. No, my last name is Foley. But when Howie and I were first together, our very first Christmas we spent in Florida with his folks. But we put up an artificial tree. So that, because we weren't leaving until the 18th of December, and we had to put up a tree for Briar or Arthur and all that stuff. So we put up an artificial tree. Arthur and my nephew helped. Arthur and my nephew Andrew and my neighbor's son Keith made paper chains to decorate the living room out of foil paper that I would buy from, what was it called? You would order it from a book, not Avon, Royal. I can't remember. It was a place, and then I would go. I was a representative, and I would go into their store, and I don't think they do it anymore. But I bought this foil, different paper in blue, green, and red, and the boys made paper decorating chains for around the living room. And that was December 1990. So that's, we've been doing Christmas stuff for many a year, and I don't know what sparked that. I'm shocked I recall that show. Well, you've been around a long time, Freaky Geek. J-Null and I? Oh my God, that was after the Homestead Honeys. We would Google chat, but J-Null doesn't do YouTube anymore. But whenever I'm talking to him, he always tells me to send everybody their love, right? So I do. I actually sent him a Christmas card. I tried sending money in a Christmas card to him once. And when I went down to visit, he gave it back to me. He said, what am I supposed to do with this funny Canadian money? And I said, I don't, our banks don't even know what to do with that. And I said, okay. He said, all I need to know is that you're thinking of us. So every Christmas now I send a card and it says, I'm thinking of you. And then I sent a little letter in. So, some days I think I'm rounder than I want to be. Oh, join the group, sweetheart. Join the group. We're leaving in an hour and 10 minutes. And Howie's still snoozing on the couch. Well, he's a busy man, is our John. Brother John's a busy man. I understand that if you include fats, proteins, and fiber, you can get away with carbs in reason as diabetic. I just limit, Angie's like, holy crap, Bev. I gained 10 pounds when Angie was here. I had to go on a juice diet cleanse thing because I gained 10 pounds because she was making pizza and she made fried donuts twice and a decadent chocolate shake with frosting. I mean, we don't eat like that. This is the busiest. I was raised in a house. There was no desserts unless it was Christmas or a birthday. And a birthday, you got cake. And Christmas, you got Jell-O and fruit cake and cookies. Exactly. Portions control. You remember the Homestead Honeys, eh? What on your playlist has the most videos? I have an everything Christmas playlist, but most of my playlists are by year. So when you start getting them between 2015, because a whole bunch of my videos from the beginning 2009 up to 2015, I found out that the music I was using was not acceptable, so I had to reboot a whole bunch of videos with remade music, right? That somebody made and gave me the rights to use. That somebody played it. The song was pre-1922, but the recording I had to be licensed to use the recording. So someone sent me, "Hi, Doris. How are you, darling?" So that's what I did. So in 2015, you're going to see a lot of videos that say this is a previous video that had to be redone due to copyright reasons. So 2015 is when the videos start getting long. And I have all of my videos. Don't get any of this on your sweater, Beth. It'll never come off. I have all my videos in order by year in the playlist. So start looking at 2009. And you'll see how far we've come in 13 years. Hi, question asker. Just caught my first live, relatively new subscriber. Well, I'm glad you're here. And I think Howie's off the couch and in the bathroom for his shower. I'm not going to have time to have a medicated tea, so we'll just have to do what I do best and go behind the fan. It's nice to see you, question asker. I've seen you ask questions on my videos. Got hubby haircut, now to mop floors. I was going to cut Howie's hair, but he didn't get off the couch today. He should have got off the couch and before his shower and got me to cut his hair. But now I'm all dressed, you see, and I ain't cutting gray hair wearing all black. What's your favorite thing to bake around Christmas time? Well, actually, I'm not fond of baking. Shocker, right? I do it because, sometimes Howie likes something other than Mom's rings keeps falling off my hand. I'm going to take it off and get it sized. And I will put my family ring on the other hand. Mums. I don't like to cook. I don't like to bake. I have to really be in the mood. So what you guys get every year is I actually bake a lot more than I show you at this time of year. You taught me fruitcake. Fruitcake is easy. Good fruitcake is easy. And if you drink alcohol and you don't mind alcohol, before you put honey on those cakes, put them in a tin. And then once a week, this is why they used to bake fruitcakes in October, harvest time, right? And they were drying all the fruit and stuff of the harvest. But you would put the cakes in a tin, and then, because of mice, and then once or twice a week, you'd take a paintbrush and you would booze the cakes. You would paint the entire, I did this at the bakery. You would paint the entire cake in like apricot brandy or spiced rum or something. Some people soak their fruit in hot alcohol to plump it. Some people put alcohol right into their cake. But the best way to do it is to make a fruit cake and make your fruit cakes in October. And if you can tolerate alcohol, right? Like I've put rum flavoring in, and any alcohol in the flavoring bakes off. But you take a paintbrush and you paint those cakes on top, all around, and on the bottom. You literally soak them with a paintbrush. And then you put them back in the tin and you let them sit for a few days. And you keep doing that. And if you have any fruitcakes left over at the end of the year, you wrap them and freeze them. And then next year you bring them out and you thaw them out and you booze them again. The older a fruitcake is, the more alcohol is in it, the more expensive it is. Just saying. Making today a lazy day. Big Rims Marnie, how's it going? I'm going to go back and watch some of your old videos. Well, I appreciate that. Well, I mean, everybody's different. Fruitcakes are different. Like my mother used everything. She used the candy fruit, the candied pineapple, dates, apricots, 3 different kinds of raisins, red and green cherries, all that stuff. I don't do that. If I have dried pineapple or candied pineapple, I would have used it. But I don't use candied cherries because those red and green things just make me ill looking at them. Right? Just all I can look at, all I can taste when I see candied cherries and fruitcake is dye. I never understood why someone would call them door stoppers. Is it due to the booze in them? No, it's due to their weight. Because the older they get, the heavier they get because you're soaking them in alcohol. They're heavy. They're made with butter, eggs, flour, and honey, which is a very heavy. If you want a light, fluffy cake, a fruit cake, well, then you make a regular 2-egg or extra egg cake recipe. Use sugar instead of honey. Use lots of baking powder and spices and put less fruit and nuts in. And you'll get a fruit kind of cake. But these are Christmas cakes, right? They are very dense. Absolutely. Okay, I see. I never did get one that was heavy, so I'm not. You got to wait till you see Angie. She opened up her little fruit cake and she went. I said, it's not aged, eh? Oh, yeah. But I mean, Angie's not a drinker either. So, I mean, I make them without alcohol because there's too many people in my family allergic to alcohol. Howie and I being one of them. Howie doesn't matter. Howie doesn't eat fruitcakes anyway. But come on. Do this right, please. They're carcinogenic, right? So what I did, and this is the first time I've soaked my fruit. So again, if you want to soak your fruit like I did this year and you're a booze person, soak your fruit in hot, put your fruit in a bowl, depending on how much you use, and then heat up, a 26 or a spiced rum or a Mickey or a cup or whatever, and until it's almost boiling, because you don't want to boil the alcohol off, and pour that over your fruit and let that sit overnight. And then anything left in the bowl, you paint on your cake. There's so many ways to do traditional fruitcake. And is anyone here in the PNW? My husband heard a loud boom over Washington and Idaho last night. Really? Briar heard something too. Knocked my friggin', did he go out and look? No. But my tree had wrecked my pool. Well, look it up. Google it, Angie. Many times I will start a playlist and go to sleep and will run the commercials and videos autoplay. Yes, that's true. But if you run one playlist more than twice, they'll stop adding the ads because they catch on. Right? Like someone said to me, I'm not seeing any ads. I said, how many times have you watched that video? Right? Like when I first start a video, even my own, when I first start it up, it will play the ads. But I'm in the PNW, but way south in Oregon. What is the PNW? Can somebody tell me what that means? Hey, Rosie, how are you? Hi, Stephanie. Wait a minute. It's Big Rims Marnie. Yoshi is Stephanie. Ninja Clan is, now hang on. Is it Beth? Ninja, I need your first name again. I got Big Rims Marnie, And I got Stephanie of, Yoshi. Yoshi is Stephanie. What is your first name again? Please, Ninja. I don't run videos like that. I get a box pop up asking if I'm still watching. Really? Pacific Northwest. Thank you. Heather made a new video on vanilla. I saw that. Bourbon vanilla. See, I don't use alcohol. Well, once I did. I found in a china cabinet we bought secondhand a little airplane bottle of vodka. And it had been in there so long it had evaporated before it was even open, and it was only 3/4 full. And I put a couple of vanilla sticks in that, shook it up, and put a lid on it, gave it to my cousin Kathy to take home. She said, what am I supposed to do with that? I said, in about 6 weeks, that's the best vanilla you'll ever taste. But I use glycerin. I make vanilla with glycerin. I heard the Sky Trumpets in 2016. They were worldwide. Look it up. That's about right. That's about right. When it was 2018 when I felt the curtain of darkness fall. So, I mean, I have been watching this since 1989. No, 1990. Because I moved into Sunshine Homes in April 1990, and I met Howie in June 1990. And I had friends that we would all get together and we would discuss the differences in religions and spirituality and boogeymen and ghosts and aliens and all kinds of stuff. We actually had to stop meeting because Sunshine Homes, that entire place, is boogery, so to speak. Of course it's a warning, Angie. I've been watching this come since 1990. That is 23 years. I just only been talking about it for the last few years. Well, I talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but people thought I was nuts. People are starting to listen now because I've been here for 13 years, and everybody stopped calling me a conspiracy theorist and started calling me the woman who does all the spoiler alerts. You know what I mean? Well, Linda, it depends on, some people call it the rapture. Some people call it ascension. But when the end, we're in the end of times. If things don't change, there's going to be a cataclysmic event. And, and those who don't want to stay in this realm will ascend. They will die and they will ascend and they will move on. And those who don't, they will stay and reap the rewards of what has been done to our galaxy and our solar system. And they will be the slaves of this planet, of the ones that run this planet. That's it in a nutshell, eh? Half the flood washed. What flood? Oh, half the floor washed. Geez, I thought you had a flood there, Vicky. I'm going to be doing that this week too. This is my busy week, really busy week. I'm going to be vacuuming and dusting and freshening up my plants in the window. I'm going to be crafting and then clearing the crafting and putting down my Christmas tablecloth and the poinsettia in the center of the table, since we're not going to be eating at that table, right? Like someone asked me, do you ever eat at a table? Do you have a kitchen table? I said, yeah, my dad built that table. Howie's going to actually sand it down and refinish the top. But the truth is, we don't eat at that table unless there's people here to eat at it with us, because it's a big table and I'm not replacing it. But it gets a little lonely, two people sitting at it sometimes. I laugh because I don't want to cry. What are we talking about? Oh, I know. But the thing is everybody, now we're going back, Angie Mac, to where we don't judge. Everybody has their own ideas about what's going to happen and what's coming. But the truth is, we all pretty much believe the same thing. But we're not going to put that in a box, because your perception of it is going to be different than mine, right? Well, we have to be here to witness it, Linda, before we shuffle off this mortal coil, so to speak. Yes, the plug has been pulled. That's all I'm going to say. So this is why religion was created, was to control people. The only true religion, and I don't even like that word, the only true connection is the connection you have with the God of your understanding. Anything we have in common beyond that point in what we believe is just coincidence, or God incidence, as we like to call it. I call him creator, God, source, right? Because I've been calling God all my life, you know? Absolutely. We were born in these times to go through them. Right? And I'm grateful to my maker for me being born in these times and that I've survived to this point. Because now I have the gray hair. I'm in my crone phase and I'm watching, and that's my job. I'm watching and I'm shedding light, and I'm hoping that enough people are left to go, okay, we saw that, and we go and move on. Hey, Lynn R., that's okay. It was early today. Normally I do the Sunday live at about 4 or 5 o'clock, between 3 and 5 o'clock. But because we are leaving in 45 minutes, I had to get ready and do it early. So this is our Advent tea calendar / Sunday public live. Howard, what are you planning on wearing? You got are your black jeans clean? And you got a black and white striped shirt? Your black and gray and white one? More than whose birthday? Sandy Candy, when the live is done, go to her homepage and search by the magnifying glass. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what to do. Whoops. My desk is a mess. Okay, but here is, I'm on F11, so let's knock this down some. All right. Now I'm going to go over to our half-acre homestead. Let's F11 this so you can see better. Now here is our half-acre homestead. Is it correct? Okay, so everybody seems to go to the search bar up here, right? That's to search YouTube. That's to search, watch, you click on this button, that searches YouTube. If you go to the byline at the bottom, underneath the subscribe button, and you click the very long arrow, there is this. Now watch. Everything Christmas. Watch. And look at the playlist. All right? So if you want to see 2015, you go like this. And you put in 2015. Right? Look. Anything that says 2015, but then you go over here and you go on playlists. Right? There's all the playlists. So it is the arrow below the subscribe button. Click it. Use this one. That is to search my channel. That is to search anybody's channel. Okay? Make sense? I've been trying to explain this to people forever, and nobody seems to get it. But not everybody is a verbal or audio learner. Some people are visual learners, right? So let's go back to Life with the Wolfies. F11. And then where is, okay, sorry, I have to look behind my phone here. And we go to live. And there we are. And we're back. We're back. We're back. And they always play my ads in French just because I live in Quebec. If the industry in Quebec understood how many English-speaking people live in Quebec that scroll past ads, that throw out flyers, and that throw out circulars because they're all in French. Swallow your pride, do everything bilingual, and the country or this province will benefit. Well, that's because you live in the United States. I live in Quebec, so they automatically come up in French. Okay, Maria Lee. Well, good. All right, hang on. Hey, AF. I don't want to smoke in the truck because I will get out of the truck smelling like it. Now, I know I'm wearing a little dab of Chanel No. 5, but that's not going to change anything. I packed that way too tight. So, we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. And I'm going to go make myself a quick edibles cup of tea because I have decarbed some stuff. So I'm going to actually boil it in milk and then make that with my tea. No, this is somewhere. I do believe it is a la mode or Granddaddy Purple. I'm not sure which. Thank you. We're going to go and play some slots. And then we're going to have dinner. All right? But for all those who care to, you know what happens now. We do a little spiritual nourishment sharing, don't we? This is where you connect to your faith. I connect to mine. And all the rules and regulations and walls that religion has created to keep us divided get dropped. Now, if you don't want to say a prayer, you got your own way of doing things, that's fine. There is no judgment if you leave. So please feel free and comfortable to leave before we say our prayer. I'm going to go behind the fan for a minute and give everybody a chance to... I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. I got a pretty good idea, but that's not the point, right? So this gives everybody a chance who doesn't want to stay. Take care. Mwah. God bless. I'm going to come home. And the reason we're not staying and doing the slot machines after dinner is because Howie's got to work tomorrow and I've got to edit tonight and work tomorrow. So that's why we're leaving early. Uh-oh. My duct tape slipped on my fan. I bought this fan for $3 something at a dollar store, and I had to duct tape the things to it. So, everybody who's leaving, have a great Sunday, and you can look forward to videos tomorrow. Life with the Wolfies, you'll see my tree on my pool and stuff. And our half-acre homestead, there's going to be other videos. So trust me, it's all coming. Reading videos are coming in January, February, and March. You might want to wake Briar up, dear. Uh-oh. Okay, Gracie, I cannot let you up. Look at her. Oh, I cannot let her up because she knows something's going on. Because she'll just get me covered in dog hair. Fix my quad boobs. Hey, Seashell, I know we came on early today. All right, for all those who care to, now that everybody's left with our good luck and love, can we now come together? You connect to your faith. I'll connect to mine. And can you put the kettle on, dear? Never mind. You connect. Don't know. I'm not asking you to come in here, especially if you're in your underwear. Don't be silly. So, I know you can be. I was videotaping the pumpkin bread. Someone says, is that ever sloppy? You didn't have a naked man walking around the house going, oh, did you get me in that shot? Oh, look out, move the camera. I was like, forget it. All right. For all those that care to, you connect to your source of faith, and I will connect to mine. Let's do some deep breathing. Breathe out the negative, or bring in the peace, and breathe out, the chaos. Breathe in the light and breathe out the negativity. Breathe in the love and breathe out the fear. Okay? Let's do this. Howie, shut the bathroom door, please. There's some of that negative. Thank you, dear. Hey, God, creator, source of all. Thank you for bringing us together today, God. And thank you for the party, because we kind of got bummed out that we bought tickets for the race banquet and then we couldn't go because we were sick. So this is kind of nice. We're going to have dinner out and some fun. And the only thing it's costing me is my slot machine money. So thank you, God. Thank you for bringing all of our friends and YouTube family together. Where we can come together and just be and talk and share love and light and ideas and peace and joy. This is truly my YouTube family, and I just love coming together with them. It makes the world a whole lot smaller place, right? But God, there's a lot of people out there. Now we come here together, God, to lift each other up and enlighten each other's lives. And we know that. There's a lot of people out there, God, that are struggling, that are having a hard time making their miracles happen at this time of year. Some people, this is a really dark time of year. Some people are ill. Some people are now gone. Malka, we call you in every time. And we want to lift all those folks that are having a hard time up to you, God, whether it's financial, a crisis in faith, in family, addiction, ill health, whatever is going on, God, we lift those people up to you because we already carry your light, God. And we ask you to build that up in us so we can shine it forth. But these folks need more than we are able to give. They need you, God. So we lift them up to you and let your love and your divine light shine down upon them so that they feel moments of peace as they move forward in their life. Keep everyone safe over the holidays, God. Look after them on the roads and going to and from work. And, some people can be really negative in stores and all that stuff. We're just going to keep remembering why we're here and why we enjoy this season so much. Because this is the dark time of winter. And then the light comes, doesn't it? And it starts coming back every year. The light of that star, the light of the love in your heart, doesn't matter what causes it. We need to share that. So thank you, God. No, I'm not going to ask for good luck because you don't play the slots. So don't worry about it. Then take care. God bless. Shalom. Merry meet. Oh, there he is. We got to get Briar to take a picture of us for our year. We haven't got a...
Let's go.
Oh, okay, got to go. Take care. God bless. It's only 20 after 2.
Which is even better. We still got to go into Gatineau, drop Briar off, blah, blah, blah.
I love you guys. Take care. God bless. I'm going to get Briar to take a picture of us, and I will put that on the Facebook page. All right? I love you guys. Hey, everyone says you look pretty hot, Hal. Did you find the hairbrush? Okay. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, somewhere between 10 and noon for our next day Advent calendar tea. Take care. God bless.